I guess all the that's against me. They don't.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mayfield on first down. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mayfield with it once more. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They go play action. Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, good move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield lost the football, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. points, 1, 2, and 3, and their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Mayfield. And a little floater there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there. I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Pittsburgh.
6-0 our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. They hand this off to Harris. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man right side is St. Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble, because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On the draw, it's Harris. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepare the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Brady now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady across the middle. He's got it complete to St. Brown. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
A gain of 13 yards brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady over the middle, complete. That's Rose. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quintez Cephus. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's Brett Kerr now to punt this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
On second down, Swift. Oh, look at the juke. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 5. Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rose. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 8.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We get started in the NFC. A long flight from SFO as San Francisco heads east to take on Carolina. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. The Niners trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half, and they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, on the other side, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a dump off here complete, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
From the 41, Brady. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Brady now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because we see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Brady going to throw. Caught on the slant. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Swift Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as far as second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing now is Brady. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Thunderbirds take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A second down throw for Mayfield. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the delay, here's Harris. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's another carry for Harris. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now Brady again. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Straight ahead, Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Thunderbirds look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Completes this one to Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And the catch made by Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mayfield on first down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mayfield down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Toronto's offense ready to take over. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm
really?
Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brady to throw again. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. From the 24, Mayfield. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield setting up the screen. Harris. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even an offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield to throw. Pass complete to Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Baker. That's swung out wide to Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point put through by Boswell as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So it's a win for the home side, and the guy leading the charge, who else? He's done it for more than 2 decades now, Tom Brady.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for the home team here, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute.